Hello, I'm Josh from NRS, and today we'll be talking about the proper repair of your Pennel, Hypalon, or rubber boat. Be aware that the glues and solvents used in boat repair are very toxic. When working with these chemicals, you want to make sure that you take all safety precautions very seriously. Make sure to wear gloves, eye protection, a respirator, and work in a well-ventilated area. The first thing you want to do is locate the hole if you don't already know where it is. You can do this by inflating the boat and spraying it down with some soapy water. Bubbling should appear wherever there's a hole. There's two methods you can use to fix your boat: a temporary emergency fix or a more permanent patch. You may find yourself in some situations where you need to repair a hole and get off the water quickly. In these instances, we recommend Loon adhesives or Terate as a temporary fix. However, we highly recommend that you replace them with a more permanent patch once you get home. For a more permanent patch, there are 3 stages of preparation: mechanical, chemical, and application. First thing you'll want to do for mechanical prep is to cut out a patch, making it circular in nature and at least 2 inches in every direction from the hole. Note you'll want to avoid corners on the patch because they tend to snag. Once you've cut out the patch, go ahead and trace its outline on the boat. For the second step in mechanical prep, you'll want to use a roller rasp or 180 grit sandpaper. Your goal here is to remove the sheen from the rubber to a nice matte finish. You'll want to do this on both the boat and the patch. Note that you want to avoid burning through the rubber to the scrim or fabric underneath. Next step we'll talk about is chemical prep. Use alcohol or toluene to clean the sanded areas. Toluene is preferred here because it not only helps clean, but also softens the rubber up, getting it ready for glue. If you use toluene, make sure to wait no longer than 30 minutes before applying the glue. Moving on to application, paint 3 coats of Clifton's Hypalon glue on both the boat and the patch, waiting 10 to 30 minutes between applications. While Clifton Hypalon adhesive works great by itself for many repair jobs, for air holding patches and for attaching accessories like D-ring patches, carrier handles, and foot cups, we highly recommend mixing Clifton Hypalon Accelerator with the adhesive. This significantly increases the bond strength of a repair. This combination is what we use to build NRS rafts, catarafts, and IKs made with Pennel Orca material, a Hypalon type fabric. Ideally, your temperature should be around 75 degrees Fahrenheit and your humidity below 70%. It's important to pay attention to the humidity. If it's above 70%, your patch job could be compromised. At this point, you're almost ready to apply the patch, but before you do, you want to make sure that the glue is ready. To do this, you can perform the knuckle test. Note that it's very important to use your knuckles and not your fingertips, as your fingertips contain oils that can compromise the glue. To perform the knuckle test, take your knuckle and push it into the glue. If you leave an indent and no glue attaches to your knuckle, you're ready to go. If a little bit of glue does attach to your knuckle, wait a few minutes and try again. If you don't leave an indent and no glue is attached to your knuckle, you'll need to reactivate the glue. We'll cover this a little bit later. Once the glue is at its tacky stage, you only have a few minutes to work with it, so make sure you're ready. To apply the patch, you'll want to roll it on evenly from one side to the other, being very careful to avoid trapping any air bubbles between the patch and the boat. Once the patch is down, use a roller rasp or pro roller to roll out the entire patch. When you're doing this, it's very important to put a lot of weight on the roller and to roll out the patch from multiple angles. Proper rolling is important because it not only meshes the glue together, but it also removes any incidental air bubbles. Once the patch is rolled out, wait 24 hours for a proper cure. But if you're on the river and need to get out, wait at least 4 hours before you put air in the boat. If at all possible, you'll want to wait the full 24 hours. Please note that if you're using Clifton Hypalon Accelerator, your overall curing time will be reduced to 12 hours. After the patch is fully cured, you can use toluene and a rag to wipe off any excess glue. In the event that you misalign the patch, it's a pretty easy fix. Taking a brush with some toluene, hold the patch up and brush in the toluene where the boat and the patch meet, slowly pulling the patch away from the boat. Wait 15 minutes, reactivate the glue, and apply the patch again. To reactivate the glue, use a rag or a brush to wipe toluene onto both the boat and the patch. Next, you'll want to wait at least 1 minute before you apply the patch, making sure to properly roll it out afterwards. If you have any other questions about boat repair or care, please give us a call or check out some of our online resources at nrsweb.com.